Hello, hello, hello. This is Cyborg,
And Bumblebee.
and we're going to be talking about
One World Under Doom issue number 7.
Doomy Boy finally breaks.
Something like that. Things aren't going his way, so now he has to figure out a way to turn things back in his favor.
Yeah.
So to speak, or try to.
It ain't working.
So this issue starts off with us seeing different people, news reports as the days go on after the whole reveal that he's been pretty much sucking the life out of his constituents in Latveria in order to power everything.
Yeah, but his excuse is
they volunteered.
Yep.
So to speak. But how do we know?
Exactly.
There was women and children and everything in there too. Who knows? But we see different reports and different people talking, giving their opinions. Some people agree, some people don't. Some people are like, well, he won fair and square the debate, so he doesn't need to step down, and kind of going back and forth, and him having to deal with different uprisings and using a lot of force to deal with said uprisings. A little bit of excessive force, if I do say so myself.
A little?
There's a page where it's showing him above, like a town center. There's some buildings and then like an army. And then like the next panel is just decimation.
Yeah, that's putting it lightly. He pretty much nuclear bombed the whole area. And all you see is tanks and bones. That's it.
Fire, scattered tank parts, just skeletons. So we have our heroes organizing. We got the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, Maria Hill, all of them coming together, and they have a plan. They're like, he's distracted dealing with all these uprisings, so we need to attack, and we need to attack all at once. So all of these heroes are going to come together and attack Doom at the same time in hopes to take him out.
Okay, so I see why that is a good idea, but I also see why that is a bad idea. Do you want to know why I think it's a bad idea?
Why?
Okay, so let me give you a scenario, my friend. You are a cat. I am a rat. You pretty much run me into a corner, and I can't get out of it. Correct?
Correct.
Now, that's basically the lines of a caged animal or a cornered animal. And they can't do nothing. So instead of fleeing, they gonna fight harder to live and survive. That's the cat.
Yeah, you're right. They're gonna back him into a corner, and then he gonna do whatever he needs to do.
But, well, not really big, but they do it. And they do a good job. They get him on the ropes.
So yeah, they attack him. They're getting some headway. They're getting some hits in.
Reed Richards is pretty much not controlling, but telling everybody where to go and where to hit.
Yeah, he's kind of orchestrating everything, and Doom is watching him. He's like, Reed Richards is looking at me, and he's catching all of my little slips, and he's orchestrating people. They're combining their powers in new ways, and they're getting some hits in.
Yeah. And then I think Doom goes to a white room or something like that. I can't remember.
So during the fight, Reed Richards, I guess somehow, as we see, as it goes on, Reed Richards apparently has been studying magic. He's a science guy, and he said that, that's the one thing he doesn't understand. And he's been studying and I guess coming up with patterns and seeing things. And
he
figured something out, because he was able to use magic and teleport himself and Doom to
some type of white room.
The astral plane.
Oh, the astral plane?
That's what they said.
Interesting.
And Reed Richards is talking to him, and they're, let's have another conversation. And they're talking, and he's telling him now how he's been studying magic and how he was studying how Doom was able to take down Dormammu.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, Sorcerer Supreme against Scientist Supreme.
Yeah. And he has his own red cape and all. So I'm like, oh, well, that kind of defeats the purpose of magic.
And that, they fight in the astral plane, but it doesn't necessarily go to Reed Richards' plan or go his way. Doom is able to overtake him, kind of put him in his place.
For now. And I believe Doom teleports Reed Richards to someplace. I do not know. It didn't really say.
It says that he teleported him to a fractal dimension where every cell of his body is stretched further and further away.
Oh, dang, that sounds painful.
And he sealed off the astral plane so that neither of them can ever go back, essentially, it looks like, or that's what it said. They come back to present day on Earth, and then Doom sends Reed Richards away somewhere again.
Well, dang.
He does say that he's not going to kill you. He said, death is not what I'm going to do to you. But he teleports him somewhere or sends him somewhere.
He'll be back.
So he's not dead, but he's somewhere.
He'll be back.
Possibly getting tortured, possibly being, could be a lot of things going on. But Doom said that he's not going to, it's not death. But, it could be a very
painful.
Yeah, we don't know.
But we will find out in the next issue, just like you guys. And we want you to support your local comic book store. And also like, comment, subscribe to us, and let's have a conversation, because this is getting really good.
Mm-hmm. There are 2 issues left in this series. The next issue and then one more. And I think I mentioned it last time, but there's supposed to be a new Sorcerer Supreme at the end of this series. So we will have to wait and see what goes on.
What if it's Reed Richards?
I mean, I don't know, because he kind of, teleported Reed Richards away somewhere. I mean, it doesn't. It could. Yeah, you're right.
But we'll find out in the next 2 issues of this. You guys support your local comic book store. Make sure that you are caught up. And if by some reason you cannot get to your local comic book store, you can check out the app.
The Marvel Unlimited app.
Where you can watch it with your mom, your dad, your grandma on the train, on the plane, anywhere, anytime, all the time. We love you guys. And as always, peace.